From the KMNN studios, this is the Kids Morning News Network.
It's Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. It's a 24 kind of day, I guess. I'm Alex in the KMNN studio in New York. It's National Compliment Day, and you're really good at giving compliments. You should hand out a few today. It's also Belly Laugh Day, so don't be shy. When you see or hear something funny, go with it. It's good for you. Let's start out with an update from the Winter Youth Olympics in South Korea. Remember, these are the Youth Olympics, so all the competitors are between 15 and 18 years old. Yesterday, Morgan Shute won another silver medal for Team USA in ski cross, which is a very cool sport to watch. Congratulations, Morgan. Italy had a big day, bringing home golds in luge, biathlon, and alpine skiing. Italy now leads the gold medal count with 7. Germany is in second place, and France is in third. Italy and Austria are tied for the lead in total medals won with 11 each. I'll have more updates tomorrow. Should be a big day in competition with medals in snowboarding, skiing, speed skating, and biathlon. Biathlon, if you don't know, is cross-country skiing combined with target shooting. It's really cool. One of my favorites. All right, imagine walking along a river and finding gold. The dream come true, right? Well, in 1848, on this day, January 24th, that happened. One of the biggest discoveries, you could say, in U.S. history. It changed the whole way the country grew. There was a carpenter building a sawmill on a river at the foot of the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. At the time, California wasn't even a state. It actually belonged to Mexico. This carpenter found gold in the creek and told the owner of the sawmill, John Sutter. Sutter told him to keep it a secret because they didn't want a bunch of people coming in and taking their gold. But the guy they sent to San Francisco to basically get a license saying that Sutter could take the gold in that area, he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He was telling people the whole way to San Francisco about this amazing discovery. And by the time he got to the city, the gold rush kicked off. Now back then, San Francisco wasn't a city like it is today. It only had about 1,000 people, like the size of a really big high school. But the next year, 1849, people started flooding into California. They were called 49ers. And the reason it took them all year to get there was because it was hard to get from the East Coast to the West Coast back then. You either had to go across the whole country by foot or on horseback, or sail all the way around the bottom of South America. But people got there in 49. They all wanted to get rich. By 1850, San Francisco had 50,000 people, and it just kept growing. Hundreds of thousands of people flooded into California over the next few years. California and the country would never be the same. Time for today's riddle. Yesterday was what can go up a chimney down, but not down a chimney up? An umbrella. Today's riddle, I run but never walk. I murmur but never talk. I have a bed but I never sleep. I have a mouth but I never eat. What am I? Answer tomorrow. The moon is a busy place these days, with a NASA mission scheduled to land people on it next year. Just last week, an unmanned lander, Peregrine, tried and failed to be the first American ship to land there since the 1970s. But Japan made it. You can add them to the list of moon visitors. Its first moon lander touched down on Friday. That makes Japan the 5th country to land on the moon. The lander, called Slim, launched 2 little rovers, and these things were pretty cool. One of them hops, and one of them is like a ball that splits in half and rolls around. So those went on their way, but as it turns out, Slim's solar panels aren't working, and without solar power, Slim's probably going to conk out pretty soon. In the weather today, a lot of rain, a little snow, and warmer temperatures overall. The middle of the country, the Great Plains, and the Four Corners region should be dry. But with the warmer temperatures and all the rain, we could see some flooding, so be careful out there. Since things are warming up a bit, I want to end with a poem called Thaw by Lola Ridge. Blow through me, wind, as you blow through apple blossoms. Scatter me in shining petals over the passers-by. Joyously I reunite, sway and gather to myself. Sedately I walk by the dancing feet of children, not knowing I too dance over the cobbled spring. Oh, but they laugh back at me, eyes like daisies smiling wide open, and we both look askance at the snowed-in people, thinking me one of them. All right, that's the podcast for today. Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow from the KMNN studio in New York. This is Alex, signing off.